Hi, welcome to an unedited market update, specifically targeting the UAE market. As of now, there are two sets of investors. One, they want to just hang on, sit and watch, and see how the market evolves over a period of time and how the geopolitical structure, settles down in a few months from now. The second set of investors are the ones who really want to take this as an opportunity and possibly get into some kind of a ride, considering that the market would definitely not be the way it is as of now. The only question in their mind as of now is that should we go ahead and invest in Dubai or should we go and invest in Abu Dhabi? Now, if in case you actually see, both the places are they're practically neighbors to each other, but on the contrary, the overall structure of investment in both the places is way too different in terms of real estate. Both have their own advantages and they have their own reservations. So one has to really give a good thought before investing in either of the market. Now, if in case you actually see the numbers in past 2 years, 24, 25, the overall off-plan sales in Dubai were close to about 250,000 odd. These are the under construction property. Where in Abu Dhabi, it was 1/10 of this. So that was just about 25 or 30,000. So you can see there's a major difference in terms of the overall sales which happened in 2 years, although they're catering to the same population, which is about close to about 4 million. So that's one point to consider. The second is, in Dubai, the developers are way too many, although there is room for more, but the developer number in Dubai is way too many. Like, there are a lot of private developers, although they're doing a good job, but the number overall is quite a lot. Where in Abu Dhabi, it's much more structured and a much more controlled market, where predominantly the real estate market is controlled by one of the biggest developers out there, which is the creator of Yas Island, which is called as Aldar. So the number of players, the developers, are way too less. From an investor point of view, now what advantage does it have is that obviously it gives you a market which is far more controlled, because there are not many players in that. It's much more structured. Third, the kind of developments in the past which Abu Dhabi has done, whether it is the Formula Circuit, whether it is the Arabic Museum, whether it is the new AI museum which has come, so it is one of a kind. And not to forget, one of the biggest Disneyland, which is already approved, so that will take about another 4 or 5 years to come, but yeah, definitely on the card. So that's also one consideration one should always keep in mind, that the kind of development. So I don't think there is any place which would have so many cultural destination in a very small radius. So that's one point one should always consider, whether investing in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Lastly, if in case you actually looking from the financial perspective, Abu Dhabi practically sits on one of the biggest sovereign funds, which runs in trillions of dollars. So that would mean that the market is more financially secured and far more robust. Wherein Dubai definitely has its own financial strength, but they do not have that kind of a fund which Abu Dhabi can, in practical terms, can actually boast about. So these are few factors which one should really consider in terms of investment. And not to forget, Dubai predominantly is the market which is driven by a kind of a flip market, where people think that they would enter now and they might be able to flip in a year and a half. Wherein Abu Dhabi is more of a market where people think that I would love to stay in that place. It's a much more family oriented place, so people have that objective in their mind. So, and more than that, people whosoever goes in for an investment in that place, as an investment, have a long-term perspective as compared to an Abu Dhabi. So you should definitely give a thought in terms of evaluating which place investment would suit you best. All the very best. Cheers.